Hey, it's Hieronymus, and I'm back with another episode of A Bassist Journey. And today I'd like to talk about my Autumnglo journey, and I'll explain that in a minute, but it's basically talking about a bass and a song. The bass is a 1976 Rickenbacker 4001, and it's in the Autumnglo finish. I got this bass around 2002. It was hanging in the window at Cambridge Music, a wonderful music store that's no longer there in Arlington, Massachusetts. And this is a picture I took of it in the window. I was with my future wife at the time, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it and went back. I think I went in and played it the first day and went back and bought it the next day. This is right before prices started creeping up or skyrocketing up, maybe with eBay and that kind of thing and the internet. So I really lucked out with this one. It has Rico sound, but that feature was cleverly disabled with a bolt that was hammered into the Rico sound jack, so you could only play it mono, which wasn't a problem for me. It's a really beautiful bass, body, the finish. I love the cream binding, but with the chrome hardware and the black plastic. That's kind of an unusual combination. It's got the it's just kind of a neat looking instrument. It's got the black truss rod cover too, with the white lettering, opposite what you usually get. The shape of the headstock is the kind of later 70s one that some people don't like. Whatever. It's got the not full length inlays. Not a problem for me. I like how they kind of maybe yellowed a bit, and it's got a late 70s pickups. It's not a toaster or anything, but just a really, really neat bass. Oh, here you can see the jacks. I had it put back to kind of stock, where you can plug into the Rico sound jack, right? And you can run it in stereo. When I got into rock music, like around 7th grade, and then got into heavier music around 8th grade, there were several bass players who played Rickenbackers that kind of influenced me. Paul McCartney, although I love the Beatles, but I don't know how much bass influence I absorbed from him at the time. It was more Deep Purple, Roger Glover, playing that beautiful Jet Glow 4001, which later got modded. Geddy Lee, another incredible modded Jet Glow 4001. Oh, also Glenn Hughes from Deep Purple. There were pictures of him playing a Fire Glow, and even though he actually probably didn't play it that much, still influential on me, like just staring at the album covers and listening to the music, not really knowing exactly what was being played. The song I want to talk about is called Basking in the Autumnglo, which is a track I recorded sometime between 2006 and 2008. I'm not exactly sure when. I didn't take the greatest notes. I kind of wish I had. But anyway, I put it up recently on Bandcamp, and so you can listen to it there. And it comes with another track called Basking in the Jet Glow. So the original recording was the amazing Greg DeGuglielmo on drums, and myself playing my 8-string 4003 S8. And it's an improvisation, pure improvisation. Damon Burke, who is the wonderful studio owner and engineer, knew that as soon as Greg and I started playing, hit record, because we were going to improvise. I've been with other engineers who expect you to say, okay, we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not how I work for the most part. We just start jamming. It just spontaneously comes out. And so Damon knew to do that, and you can hear that at the beginning of the track. It's a great, well, I don't want to say it's a great improv. The drums are amazing. And so I was very happy to be able to, we recorded it multi-track, so I could take the bass off, just have the drums, and then I put new music on it. I put down just clean bass, played with pick first, kind of outlining the song, and then overdubbed another bass track or 2 or 3, or, actually there's a few places maybe where there's 1 or 2. And that is with Distortion, probably my Buddha fat bass distortion pedal, and my old Boss T-Wah pedal. Now that pedal has a story. I bought that in high school, maybe even junior high school, it was high school, in Tokyo, back in the 80s. So that's an old pedal, and I can't believe I still have it. It doesn't work that great. It's kind of microphonic, actually. Like you stomp on it, and you can hear that coming through the signal. But it worked on this track, I think. So that T-Wah is just kind of like an envelope filter, right? With the distortion, and the Rickenbacker gives you that sound. The pickups, it's a 1970s model, mid-late 70s, 1976. Not the most ideal or not the most coveted version, right? It doesn't have checkerboard binding. It doesn't have full width inlays. It doesn't have the magnetic horseshoe, on and on and on. Whatever. I'm not too worried about those, premium aspects, right? It's just a great bass. And the pickups are actually kind of low output. But I was really interested the other night. I listened to another track. So I've got a playlist up on SoundCloud, and you can go, the link is in the description. And one of the tracks has me playing this bass with my fingers, Greg's on drums, and Gary Backstrom on guitar. So the guitar playing is amazing. We're just improvising again. But the bass is being recorded clean, and when I was listening this time, I was like, is that my Alembic? Because I had an Alembic at that time too, my first spoiler. No, it's the Rickenbacker. I know it's the Rickenbacker, but it has a really nice, clear high end, and I'm pretty sure I was playing it through my Fodera Model 2000 preamp, so that's part of the sound. You get that nice, clean high end. But I think it's also the low output pickups maybe give a wider range than like the later high gains. When you have like a hot pickup, that can actually reduce the highs. These lower output pickups actually give maybe a nicer, fuller range sound is my theory. So listen to it and, let me know what you think. The main track that I want you to listen to is Basking in the Autumnglo. It's just the drum track is just this beautiful musical performance. I was inspired by that, right, and able to kind of make a composition out of it that I'm really proud of. So the track is like almost 15 years old, but finally released it on Bandcamp. And, I've had it up on SoundCloud before. It's not up there right now, but give it a listen. You can hear this bass other places too. I've got a couple of videos on YouTube, one demonstrating Rico sound, and you can really hear the bass being played with a pick, and also a demo of the Vox, one of the newer Vox new tube amplifiers. So you can hear it there. Go to the link in the description if you want to check out a bunch of songs. It's a playlist on SoundCloud of a bunch of different songs that I use this bass on. So thanks a lot for listening. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hey, even if you didn't, don't hit that unlike button though. Well, you can if you really don't like it. I know some people do that. Leave comments and let me know what you think about that sound of those pickups, and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you at the next episode.